Skins are nice, but some of them can give you a huge advantage in Rust, whether in building, PvP or other aspects of the game. So today I'm gonna show you 20 of the best pay-to-win skins in Rust that will take your gameplay to the next level. Make sure to watch the entire video, hit that like button below, subscribe to the channel. For easy navigation, all skins are grouped by function. I will show you a total of 4 groups: skins for weapons that will give you an advantage in fights, skins for deployables, skins for clothes, and other items that you can buy in Rust. So let's begin with weapons. First, we have the crossbow. It's one of the most commonly used weapons in the beginning and even in the middle of the game. And here's a cargo skin for it, which will cost you about $4.50. As you can see, it has a grid on the sides that will reduce the blind spot many times over. Next, I'll show you 3 AK skins that have a glowing scope at night. So here's a default AK, and here's a glorious skin for it, which will cost you about $8 in the Steam market. The main feature of the skin is that it has a glowing scope in the dark, which will give you a huge advantage over other players. The next skin is called Anubis. It costs about $11.50 in the Steam, and it also has a glowing scope at night, only it glows red instead of white. And here's the most expensive skin, which is called Alien Red and costs over $150. It has the same glowing red scope at night, so I don't see the point in paying that kind of money for it. Now let's move on to SAR. There is only one pay-to-win skin for this weapon, and it's called Glory. It's not a cheap skin either, as it costs almost $50, and it gives you the same advantage as the other skins. It allows you to see the scope in total darkness. This is the one and only skin for bar, which is called Polymer, and it costs $10 in the Steam market. And it also has a glowing scope at night, like the other skins. Here is the Golden Leaf skin for sub, that costs $70. Compared to the default pistol, I think the difference is huge. Here is the Polymer SMG that costs $22 with the same glowing scope. And finally, my favorite skin, which is called Blacksmith Pipe. It only costs $10.50 in Steam, and it's got the whole front end lit up, not just the scope. But I almost forgot to mention the 2 most important weapons, the water pistol and water gun. Why are they so important? It's very simple. For example, if you get raided with Molotov or bin grenades, you can put out the fire through the door. And you can do the same with the water gun. You can get these weapons by purchasing the Sunbore pack in Steam, which will cost you about $10. Now let's move on to deployables. The first item is the Festive Garland, which has some really crazy advantages. The first advantage is that it glows at night without electricity, and it only takes 25 clothes to craft. So thanks to this item, you won't get lost at night in your base. And the second advantage will help you during a raid. If you're being raided through the roof, the Festive Garland will stay in place after your door is broken and block the entrance. This will help you buy some time to put the door back in place. The next must-have item is a snowman. You may be wondering what it's for. Well, as you can see, you can place it right next to your door. And if you get raided, or you know someone is waiting for you outside, even if you open the door, it will be impossible to get in, and it will take 2 full sprays with AK to break this snowman. So for the price of $1, it's a must-have item. By the way, in case you didn't know, you can paint a door with a skin to see if someone is camping for you outside, and spray can are known by default, and it only costs 100 metal to craft. Now I'm gonna show you some doors that will give you a huge advantage in the game. Some of them unfortunately can be purchased, but you should know about them. The first and most overpowered skin is called Bombshell and costs only $2.50 in Steam. You can look through this door through the grate in the middle, and also it glows at night. By the way, it glows without any electricity, so you will definitely not get lost at night in your base. The next door is a factory door, and you can buy it in the Rust item store. Its only advantage is that you can see through it, and unfortunately it doesn't glow at night. The same applies to the industrial door. Also, this door was only given to those who participated in the Twitch drop, so you won't be able to buy it. Next, let's move on to the wooden doors. The first skin is called Weak Door and costs less than $1 in Steam. As you can see, it has 2 holes in the texture, through which you can watch what's going on outside your base. The next skin is called Door to Heaven and costs almost 10 times as much. For that kind of money, they could add the ability to shoot through this hole, but unfortunately, that's not possible. For garage doors, you really have a lot of options with different prices, but let's begin with the first one. This skin is called Dungeon Garage Door and costs $5.50 in Steam. The first advantage of this skin is that it doesn't have the texture part at the bottom, so you can see through it, and it only works in one direction, so you can be seen from the outside. But that's not all, because this door also glows at night, so you will not get lost in your base. The next skin is the Bombshell Garage Door, which costs over $7. It also has 2 holes that you can see through and check out if there are any door campers near your base, and it glows at night. The next skin is called Frontier Rustic and costs $2.50. You can also see through it, but it doesn't glow at night. This is a Brutalist Garage Door and it costs almost $5. I think it's the best skin because it has a big hole you can see through, but unfortunately you can shoot through it, and on top of that it glows at night. Next we have the Cargo Truck Garage Door skin, which costs almost $20. Sounds like a big overpricing to me, but this skin has a whole line at the top that you can see through, so you have to decide for yourself whether you need it or not. And finally, the most expensive skin, called Chop Shop, which costs almost $45. I don't know what's so special about it, but the only advantage here is the grill on top that you can see through. And I also highly recommend getting some sleeping bag skins to hide them in different biomes. Now let's move on to clothing skins. Let's start with 3 must-have skins that every player should have. The first one is a bandana mask, the second one is a boonie hat, and the third is a baseball cap. You can combine them together to get more protection, and they cost nothing. Next, I recommend getting an Arctic hazmat, because it will give you a boost to cold protection, as well as keep you from getting wet, which is really good to have in the snow, but it will lower your radiation level, so you cannot use it on the launch site or in places with red card puzzles. And this skin, called Carbon Face Mask, will help you fool your enemies, because in the distance, this mask disappears completely, and this makes it look like you are not wearing a mask at all. These 3 budget sets will help you hide in different biomes. The first set will be for the green biome, and its full price is almost $9. The next set is for the winter biome, its full price is just over $10. And the last set is for the desert biome, and its full price is $15. Now let's move on to other items that will make your game easier or give you an advantage. The first item is the boogie board, which you can buy in the DLC. It's the only item in the game with the third-person view, and you can swim much faster with it than with flippers. And another very important skin in the game is the container skin for metal. Walls with the container skin are much thinner than default metal walls. Thanks to this, you can easily fit 4 boxes on one foundation. And also, using this skin, you can make a bunker. As you can see, I can't get in, because the roof is blocking the entrance. But if I upgrade it into a container skin, I can easily get in. What other pay-to-win skins or items do you know? Write about it in the comments below. Maybe I'm missing something. And if you want to know more about Rust, then this is a compilation video of the best tips and tricks in Rust you'll need to know in 2024.